Hi there, everyone. I'm Mabel Zhang, and you're watching continuing coverage of the World Healthcare Congress in Washington, D.C. And in the studio chair right now, we have Ray Desrochers, who is here as Executive Vice President of HealthEdge. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, great, and it's great to be able to check in with you. We last spoke last year, and we talked about how people need to embrace change as their friend. Do you still feel that way?
Absolutely. Probably more than ever before. I think one of the things that's happened since we last met is there's been an increased focus now on all of the different factors that are coming together. We've got change in terms of regulatory change and all of the new standards that are becoming really important to our lives. We have change in terms of employer attitudes towards healthcare, and we have change in terms of consumer change. How do we ultimately start to move the needle and involve consumers in caring about their care?
So we're talking a lot about consumerism. How is that affecting the work at HealthEdge?
Sure. So the consumer experience has changed a lot over the last year since we last met. Now we're in a world where one-size-fits-all healthcare is a thing of the past. We're much more focused on individualization, personalization, customization. How do I manage the at-risk population? And how do I ultimately incent them to care about their health and to care about doing the right things for themselves? Okay. The same thing on the provider side. How do I ultimately incent the provider population to play their role in this healthcare delivery cycle? So HealthEdge provides a next-generation core administrative platform for payers that's all about helping them to embrace next-generation healthcare business models. It's all about helping them to really drive completely new levels of administrative efficiency, really comply with standards as they become important and available, take transparency to a whole new level, and deliver next-generation customer service.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a lot of activity really trying to figure out how to provide this service better and to meet those needs. What have you learned in this process?
Well, I think, one of the interesting things even in this event over the last few days, there's a significant focus right now on how do we transform healthcare organizations to allow them to play in the same way that many other industries have been playing for many years. So if you look at the banking and insurance sectors, if you look at several other markets, the real estate market, one of the things that's common there is real-time access to information and the ability as a consumer to ask almost any question and to be able to get an answer instantly around what does my account look like? What are my options? What will I pay for these types of services? We can't do that in healthcare. We're still at a place where if you call your healthcare organization and you're holding that an infamous explanation of benefits and you say, why did this pay the way it did? You may or may not get the right answer.
Absolutely.
And as someone in the industry, it amazes me that I can't call my healthcare organization to get the right answer.
Yes, yes. Does a lot of that stem from coding and just putting down wrong, trying to assess what things cost for a procedure? And so that's a very confusing and complex process. And
it's really something that it's very jargony, and really it's not something that the average consumer understands or really should ever have to understand. Yet that's what we're making them do.
Yes. Will we get to a point where that information will be more clear?
Well, I think so, but part of this is, we have a whole bunch of challenges in the industry around competing standards. There's a number of different data silos, if you will, so people who are hoarding information, hoarding data, and there's a whole bunch of technological challenges that are preventing people from sharing information in a meaningful way that'll allow the average consumer to make good decisions.
What's the message you want to leave with people this year, the attendees that are at this conference?
I think this is the year of transformation. And I think that the payers who are going to be the next market leaders, the ones we'll be talking about next year and the year after, are the ones that are going to figure out how to transform their organizations fundamentally in order to deal with next generation healthcare business models, in order to achieve new levels of administrative efficiency, and in order to drive significantly different levels of both transparency and customer service.
Okay. Ray, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me back.
And see you again.
Excellent.
I'm Mabel Zhang. Thanks for watching.